Hello students, this is the first video lecture of chapter 8 quadrilaterals, class 9 max. So here we are going to start with quadrilaterals. Before going or jumping to exercise 8.1 or starting with the theorems or starting with the properties of parallelogram. Okay, we first understand what is basically a quadrilateral. Okay, not going to quadrilateral. If I take, three collinear points. So can I consider these three red points as collinear points? Obviously yes. So when I join these three collinear points, what I get is a line or line segment. What I get is a line segment. Okay. If I, make a pair of this, collinear points, three non-collinear points, then it results in the formation of triangle. So we had, looked into triangle, we have looked into lines and angles wala chapter mein line segment. Okay. Now, if I take four non-collinear points and if I join the points with line, something results in the formation of quadrilateral. Okay, quadri means what? Quadri means four. Quadri means four. Okay, so let us relate this quadri term. Okay, you have heard about the term biceps. Did you ever heard the term biceps? Obviously yes ma'am, biceps, triceps. You have also heard the term triceps. What are biceps and what are triceps? So basically these are nothing but the name of muscles in your arms. Okay, so when you do like this to show your biceps. So the muscles present in the upper portion of the arm. Okay, there are two flaps of muscle. Since two flaps of muscles, therefore bi means two. Something related to two flaps of muscles. Here there are 1, 2, 3. Two sideways, one in middle. Three, muscles. So tri, that means three muscles. There are another set of, muscles which are known as quadriceps. You do not worry, I have not started the lecture of science. But the thing I want to make your attention seek here is to these terms. And this is quadri. Quadri means four. These are present in your thighs, in your thigh region. So thigh, in your thigh region, which is also known as femur. So this, if your thigh is like this, so there is one flap of muscle here, one here and two behind. So in total 4. So you have biceps, you have triceps, and in your thighs there are quadriceps, 4 sets of muscles. So 4, something related to 4. The term would be having prefix as quadri. So a figure formed by joining 4 points in an order. Okay, there should be an order. That results in the formation of a quadrilateral. It is called a quadrilateral. So a figure formed by 4 points. A figure formed by 4 points in an order is known as quadrilateral. So I hope a basic idea you are getting related to quadrilaterals. Okay, so what is a quadrilateral? If you look into the second point, a quadrilateral has 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices. Okay, so what we can do is we can consider a quadrilateral. And let the quadrilateral name be A, get the AB. BD, we get the BD. DC, we get the DC. And CA, we get the CA. So these are the 4 sides of quadrilateral. Do you agree with me that in a quadrilateral name ABCD, I have these 4 sides. I highlighted these 4 sides with the red pen. So are you agreeing with me, agreeing this with me, that these are the sides of quadrilateral ABCD? If you are agreeing, then I am afraid you are wrong. You see carefully. I said I have to consider the quadrilateral ABCD. The figure I have drawn here is denoting ABDC. Okay, it should be ABCD. So you have to, if you are saying that if I am considering quadrilateral ABCD, you have to give the figure, you have to give the name to this figure according to the name which you have considered. Like AB, here it would be C, here it would be D. Now, you can consider that AB is one of the side. You cannot consider BD. Is there any side BD? No. There is BC. Then CD. You can replace CD as DC also. And CA. Is there any side CA? No. It is DA. So there are 4 sides AB, BC, CD, DA. These are the 4 sides of quadrilateral. So any figure having 4 sides, 4 vertices. See, A, B, C, D. 4 vertices. Let me do not use the short forms. 4 vertices. Okay, so these are the 4 vertices A, B, C, D. Okay, then angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. Are you able to see? See, once again. I draw a quadrilateral. Okay, naming A, B, C, D. You go in a sequence. Okay, you can also write A, B, C, D like this. A, B, C, D. But you have to go in a either clockwise or anti-clockwise, but in sequence, in a linear form. Okay, now you are getting 4 angles. Since the figure containing 4 sides, we counted 4 sides, we counted the vertices. Okay, 4 vertices and 4 angles. So there are the 4 angles. Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. So there are 4 angles. Are you all with me? I hope you are. Now, there are 2 diagonals. There are also 2 diagonals. Let us denote these 2 diagonals. So see here, this AC. Join the 2 opposite points, you get a diagonal. AC and BD are the 2 diagonals in that particular figure which is forming quadrilateral. Since this figure is containing 4 sides, since this figure is containing 4 angles, since this figure is containing 4 vertices, therefore I can consider this as a quadrilateral. We moved on to next most important topic, and is the easiest regarding the question solving, and the questions regarding this topic are easy. Once you understand this is same as that of triangle. Angle sum property of triangle. Are you able to recall what is the angle sum property of triangle? Let us suppose consider a triangle. Let us suppose consider a triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, okay, triangle A, triangle B and triangle C. So the sum of angle A, angle B and angle C is equivalent to 180 degree. You have already studied this. Similarly, if I consider a quadrilateral ABCD, so the sum of angle ABC D of this quadrilateral is equivalent to 360. ठीक है, तो let us consider quadrilateral ABCD. So angle A, angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. You would be asking how come? Okay, we considered the angle sum property of triangle, which says that the sum of all the interior angle of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So I say the sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is equivalent to 360 degree. If I ask you to prove, you can prove this it very easily using this angle sum property of triangle. How come? You make a diagonal. So just now we studied a diagonal. Okay, you join the opposite ends. So here BD is acting as a diagonal. We considered BD as one of the diagonal of quadrilateral ABCD. Done. Now if I check it carefully, this quadrilateral ABCD, this quadrilateral ABCD is made up of two triangles. Are you able to see the two triangles? The one exercise you do in Olympiads. There is some complicated figure given like this. Something like this. Some complicated figures are made and you are asked to calculate the total number of triangles in this. Something like this. Okay. So this is the very simple figure. First standard student can also let you know how many triangles are there in this figure. So if you observe carefully, you get two triangles. So this one quadrilateral ABCD is made up of two triangles. Can you identify or can you give the name of the two triangles? Yes, of course you are. The triangle DAB or BAD. BAD is more favorable. So triangle BAD and triangle BCD. Triangle BCD. Okay? So these are the two triangles you are able to observe, and these two triangles are forming one quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. Now in triangle BAD, you observe it carefully. I am asking you to observe this. In triangle BAD, this triangle BAD. So angle D, angle A and angle B. The sum of angle D plus angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Do you agree? Yes. How come you can write? Because we know angle sum property of triangle. Done? Okay. Similarly, in triangle BCD, okay, are you able to observe this triangle? So in triangle BCD, angle B, angle C and angle D. So sum of these angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equivalent to 180 degree. Again the reason remains same. Angle sum property of triangle. We can write. Okay. Now if you observe carefully, okay, this angle D. Here the angle D which I have considered is not exactly the complete angle D. Okay. So we rewrite this angle D as angle ADB. Angle ADB. Okay, angle ADB. Are you with me? Here also this is angle BDC. Right here angle D, not completely angle D, but angle BDC. Angle BDC. Similarly, if you observe this B, so this is the complete B angle. But you know, if you observe the red one, this is angle DBA. So angle DBA. Here also, this black one, small black one, is angle CBD. So you represent this as angle CBD. CBD. I hope you are getting. You cannot write this as complete B. Are you with me? Okay. Now, when you add all these angles, okay, you start with this angle ADB, angle ADB, okay, plus angle A, plus angle DBA, this angle. Plus angle CBD, this angle, angle CBD, okay, angle C complete, plus angle CDB. So see, we have added this portion and this portion. So this would be equivalent to 360 degree. So when you add all these angles, it results in the addition of 360 degree. So this is angle sum property of quadrilateral. Did you get? ठीक है, तो दो triangle 180 180 results in the formation of 360 degree. Now let us make it more simple. Let us make it more simple. Okay, once again, but in a more simple manner. Like you have considered a quadrilateral ABCD. You divided the quadrilateral by a diagonal BD. So you are considering the diagonal BD. Now in triangle ABD, what did you do? You added this angle. This angle is BDA. So angle BDA plus, this is the complete angle A. So plus angle A plus angle DBA. This angle DBA. So all this angle in triangle ABD, or ones which we wrote BAD, BAD. This triangle BAD, all the angles if you add, it results in 180 degree. Similarly, in triangle BCD, in this triangle, okay, in triangle BCD. Now see, you can take this angle. This angle is nothing but CBD. Okay, ये angle CBD plus angle C, and this is not the complete angle D. This, so this is angle CDB, angle CDB. This is also equivalent to 180 degree. Let us consider this is equation 1. Let us consider as equation 2. When we add equation 1 with equation 2, okay, with equation 2, what happens? See, we add angle BDA plus angle A. We are starting with this. This is the first angle we wrote. This is the second angle we wrote. So angle BDA plus angle A plus angle DBA. Angle DBA. Third angle. Fourth angle is angle CBD. Here. Angle CBD plus angle C. This is the fifth angle. Plus angle C. Sixth. Angle CDD. See. Angle CBD. So this results in, ये एक साइड यानी लेफ्ट साइड हमने लिख दिया, राइट साइड को भी ऐड करेंगे 180 डिग्री प्लस 180 डिग्री. So this results in 360 degree. And if you observe these angles, these complete angles make all these four angles, angle A, angle B, 3 और 4 को ऐड करोगे तो B बन जाएगा, C, 6 और 1 को ऐड करो तो एंगल D बनता है. ठीक है. सो एंगल A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is nothing but 360 degree, and which proves that the angle sum property of that quadrilateral is equivalent to 360 degree. That means when you add all the angles of a quadrilateral, okay, then you can consider this as 360 degree. The sum of all the angles is 360 degree. Now we moved on to next topic, that is types of quadrilateral. So here as you can see different figures, and these all are quadrilaterals. How come I can say that these all are quadrilaterals? Because you can see that all these figures, observe them carefully, all these figures have four sides, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Then four sides, similarly four vertices, similarly four angles. Okay, you can see one by one. So since they are having four sides, four angles, four vertices, therefore these are considered as quadrilaterals. Okay, now you see the first type of quadrilateral. Here you can see that one pair of opposite sides is parallel. If you extend AB and extend CD, and if you try to join these two lines, they would never meet. That means side AB is parallel to side CD. So since one of the pair of opposite side is parallel, such type of quadrilateral is known as trapezium. Such type of quadrilateral is known as trapezium. Okay, while the other pair of trapezium is non-parallel. That means at some point they will meet. That means this is non-parallel. So one pair of opposite side, that is AB, CD, are parallel, and therefore I am considering this quadrilateral as trapezium. Another kind of quadrilateral is, see here, both the pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other. They would never meet. You see in this case also, in quadrilateral MNRS, in quadrilateral DEFG, in quadrilateral ABCD, in quadrilateral ADCB. Does this match all these four or all these five? No. Here, the opposite sides would meet. Let us consider this side and we extend this side. So when I, extend this here, they would meet. Similarly, this would also meet at one point. So these are not parallel. Okay. So the thing I want to, make your attention seek here is, you have to observe these five, and these five figures are having, since this one quadrilateral is having only one pair of opposite side parallel, but if you observe these four figures carefully, their opposite sides, both the pairs of opposite sides, see here, side PQ is parallel to SR and side PS is parallel to QR. Okay. Similarly, side SR is parallel to MN. Okay, you are getting SR is opposite side of MN. Similarly, SM is opposite to RN and both are parallel. So I hope you are getting these two also. Okay, the figure I drawn here, let us consider this as ABCD. So here the opposite sides are not parallel, but in all these four cases both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So in case if the figure is having both pair of opposite sides parallel, then such a figure is referred as parallelogram. Okay? Parallelogram. That means the pair of opposite sides are parallel. So we can consider this as parallelogram. Okay? So this PQRS can be considered as parallelogram. Now again, if you observe figure M and RS, it is a parallelogram but is a special type of parallelogram. Is having angle 90 degree. Is having angle 90 degree. You observe this also. Having angle 90 degree. So all the angles are 90 degree. Here all sides are equal. So this kind of parallelogram is known as square. Absolutely correct. Here the opposite sides are also equal. They are parallel to each other, but the opposite sides are equal. The angles are 90 degree. You recall these properties are of which parallelogram? Rectangle. Absolutely correct. है ना? Since the opposite sides are equal and the angles are 90 degree, opposite sides are parallel. So these are all the properties of rectangle. You observe this. Here the sides are equal and opposite sides. All sides. Here all sides or opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides, like suppose GF is parallel to DE, GD is parallel to FE or EF. So opposite sides are parallel and all sides are equal. So this property is of rhombus. So rhombus, square, rectangle you have already studied. Okay. Now this is a special case. Here the opposite sides are not parallel but the two adjacent sides are equal. Here AD is equal to DC. AB is equal to CB. So opposite sides are equal or not opposite but adjacent sides. Here the adjacent sides are equal and such kind of parallelogram. Can I consider this as parallelogram? Can I consider this figure as parallelogram? How would you be checking? You would be checking that opposite sides are parallel or not. Since the opposite sides are not parallel, we can say that this is not a parallelogram. This is a quadrilateral. And this quadrilateral having adjacent side equal. Quadrilateral having adjacent sides equal. Okay, आसपास की sides equal. Then this particular, since it looks like kite also, this particular quadrilateral is referred as kite. Okay. So, this was all about, basic introduction regarding quadrilaterals. In the next class, we would be starting with the basic properties of parallelograms and theorems. Okay. And, before moving to that, we would be initiating with few questions regarding angle sum property.